of Wealth Press. I hope everybody's doing great. Today is October 30th. It's a Friday. Before I begin, I want to wish everyone a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I want to thank everyone for bringing me wonderful birthday wishes for my birthday. I turned 50 yesterday. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you for posting on Facebook, on YouTube, sending me emails. You are wonderful. Thank you for making this the best 50th birthday ever. And now, let's get into it right now. Global shares. Global stocks, U.S. futures, they're down again. As you can see here overnight, we're down about 0.63%, and we're way below the 50-day moving average. We are in a twilight zone. I called this the twilight zone. This is the movement or the period where the market is trading between the 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average. And when that happens, we put the brakes on stocks and we become extremely selective, or we just stay out of the game. Usually stocks don't stay between the 50 and the 200-day moving average, but when they do, they tend to lose momentum. So if you do go long, and I'll show you a few stocks that I'm liking right now, be very, very careful. And again, make sure that if you do go long something, you want to make sure that it took out the high that happened on September 2nd. Because if anything took out the high that the S&P made on September 2nd, it's shrugging off the S&P 500. And I'll show you several stocks that are doing that today. And I'll even show you a few that are not overextended. But today, first, we've got personal income and we've got consumer sentiment. Those are the big reports. We had GDP yesterday, and the number was actually pretty solid. The range was 20 to 36. Consensus was 30.9. We came in at 33.1. That's a solid number, and that's one of the reasons why the market turned around yesterday. Now, global stocks, they're down again. Everybody's waiting for the election next week. London, Frankfurt, they opened lower. Tokyo, Hong Kong, Seoul, all declined. Shanghai closed lower after swinging between losses and gains. And again, I'm telling you right now, with the election coming up and with the market being in twilight zone, you got to be really, really careful. Really careful right now. Investors have been dismayed by lack of progress between Washington and Congress. Stimulus. They're looking for a stimulus before the election on Tuesday. And I'm still hoping they're going to work something out this weekend. I'm hoping against hope, but you never know. Trump has been known to pull out a card, the wild card. So we never know with him what's going on. Traders welcome data showing U.S. workers applying for unemployment benefits eased last week, 751,000. Now, the number is still not all that great, and I'll show you why. You'll notice that we're below the moving average. We're below the 4-week moving average of 811,000, but we're still near a million. We've been around a million, 900,000, 800,000, 750,000 for 7 months now. So it is getting lower, but it's getting lower really slowly, and that's a major, major concern. Now, and that's what we're talking about here. That was down from previous weeks, 791,000, and better than expected. But again, it's better than expected, but we've been expecting really bad news for a while. And it's just staying at these levels, and it's not breaking below 500,000, which is what it really needs to do. Washington, Pelosi. Why do I have to read her name in the morning? Sent a letter to Mnuchin listing topics in their stimulus discussions, which is she's waiting for a reply. They included benefits for laid-off workers and measures for COVID-19 testing. I'm not holding my breath, but I'm hoping we're going to have something before Tuesday, because that's going to do a lot for the stock market, and it's going to do a lot for President Trump. In China, the ruling party said Thursday its next 5-year development plan starting next year will emphasize, this is very, very important, self-reliance in technology. China wants to be the #1 electric car vehicle manufacturer in the world. The party gave no details, but aid to technology developers could help China maker of smartphones, other products that face possible difficulty in obtaining U.S. companies after the Trump administration imposed export restrictions in a fight over security spying and Beijing development plans. They're thinking how to get around the trade war. Just to give you a real simple explanation, and it's a good idea. One way that they're doing it, they're moving a lot of companies away from China and into Vietnam. So you're going to see a big blow up in terms of growth in Vietnam over the next few years. because Chinese companies that can't get out of this trade war are moving their factories to Vietnam. There's no restrictions or trade war between U.S. and Vietnam. So expect growth in Vietnam. The dong, that's the currency that the Vietnam use. Yes, it's called the dong. No, you can't make this up even if you tried. But look for the dong to start increasing possibly if this trend continues. COVID cases in U.S. are rising in Europe, increasing worries. Yes, folks, we're going to have part 2 of last February on businesses. We're probably going to see it on retailers. Retailers worry customers might stay away even if sweeping lockdowns don't come. They're moving online. Target, Walmart, Apple, Best Buy, they have adapted. You've got to adapt to online. If a retail company hasn't adapted to online buyers over the last several months, I don't know what to say. Crude oil has lost even more. If you look at crude oil, it's now at $35 a barrel. Let me show you the ETF. As you can see here, it's a strong sell. And look at that. A lot of people were trying to pick the bottom here. Folks, bottom picking is not smart. And that's why today I want to talk about stocks that are moving higher and are breaking out. Now, most of these stocks, these are 90-day breakouts. We only care about stocks that took out the September 2nd high, which obviously 90-day breakouts did, because by definition, they wouldn't be the highest high in the last 90 days if they couldn't take out the September 2nd high, because September 2nd did not happen more than 90 days ago. It happened less than 90 days ago. So by definition, and it's got a lot of stocks that I recommended that I really liked, like Pins, it made good money on. Twitter, I recommended. Notice all of these stocks are making higher highs, but a lot of them are overextended. So let me show you a few that I still like, that you could still get in on, that the timing could be ripe. Twitter, possibly, but you've got too much of a gamble if President Trump loses, because that's a big Trump stock. I want to just kind of go over a few. ADP looks good. It gapped up, but now it looks like it's congesting around this area, and it hasn't started filling the low yet. So I like it. I like it if it takes out the high of the last 2 days. And if it starts filling in the gap, you get out. So ADP looks pretty good right now. Again, I like a lot of these stocks, but look at this. It's overextended. It needs to enter a congestion period before going long, even a little one. So all of these look great, but they're extended, except for this one. I like ADP. Stitch Fix too. Look at that. Too much of a vertical trend. I want to see some horizontal. Let's see some Southern Copper. I like this. See this? This is a congestion. This is a little congestion. It already started congesting, excuse me, around these levels. So I like Southern Copper. I liked ADP. Let's see here what else I like. I really like this one, LIT, Global Lithium. This would probably be my favorite. Why? It went up, and now it's congesting, and now it's making a higher high after congesting, and it's lithium, and lithium is a growing sector. So I like LIT a lot. I like this one quite a bit. Even though the market's overextended, this asset is not. It's not very liquid, though. That's the only thing. But I like it a lot. See that? It goes up, then it goes vertically, then it goes horizontally, and then it breaks out again. I like this. Where is this other one I was just looking at? I like this BPOP. I don't even know what they do, but I like it because it's not a long overextended period. It looks like it's breaking out right now. So I like this BPOP right now. Let's look at a few other stocks that I really like, if there are any. This Sage is not overextended. It could be a little overextended, but it still looks okay. I like this BPMC. And I like Kodiak Science. I like this right now. And oh, this one looks good. BioLife Solutions. This looks good. So out of the two here, out of the 39 stocks or assets, my favorite ones are, let me show you what it is. My favorite is this LIT, L-I-T, and this BLFS, BioLife Solutions. I like these a lot. Again, notice we go up, then we go horizontally, and now we're breaking up. I want to see some basing. See, like this Sage, the reason I like the Sage is because volatility hasn't extended and we haven't gapped up, and we could see another up. So I like the Sage. Basically, I want to see stocks that have not been overextended. This MRTX looks pretty good. Could be a little overextended. WB looks good. But out of all of these, my favorite is LIT, L-I-T, and BLFS, because they have gone for a long extended period sideways, and now they're breaking out. Now, folks, I know it's Friday. I've got something really, really important for you. The stock market is on pins and needles as investors wait to see who wins the upcoming election, right? The presidential election is the factor right now. And that's why you need a rainy day fund that you can tap into, especially if stocks go into a free fall once the votes have been counted. And we don't know if that's going to happen on the 3rd either. And don't wait until the 3rd to build your election protection plan, because by the 3rd, it's going to be too late. Start earning extra income today. Safeguard your portfolio. No matter what happens in the election, you need to be safe. Follow the link below. Learn how you can get started today. Folks, again, don't start till November 3rd or 4th to start planning your post-retirement election plans. Do it now. Get into it. Learn how you can make money in the market regardless of what's happening. You need this rainy day fund that you can tap into. This is big, 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 big. And again, don't wait till November 3rd to start building your election protection plan. This is the start to do it. I just told you 2 stocks, BLFS and LIT. I like these 2 quite a bit. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Thanks for all the birthday wishes again, and I'll talk